I'd like to talk to you about the development and management of key performance indicators, or KPIs. Many organisations still struggle with a dynamic key performance indicator system that drives the organisation in a healthy way. The questions I see and hear include: why have KPIs? What value do KPIs deliver? Which KPIs? How many? And down to what level of the organisation? And lastly, who should own the KPIs? KPIs are part of the performance management toolkit. Importantly, KPIs can also facilitate improvement processes if linked to internal and external benchmarking and other improvement methodologies. So let's move to why have KPIs. Given the KPIs are accurate and people believe in them, then KPIs create a culture of management by facts. As we say, in the absence of facts, everyone is right, except when the boss is in the room. In our benchmarking peer groups, we state, "In God we trust, but everyone else has to bring their data." Given that most organisations work in a hierarchy, there is a real danger that people start to think like a hierarchy. The people at the bottom are the dumbest and those at the top are the smartest. KPIs and facts ensure that expertise outranks rank. This is a catch cry for high reliability organisations. So what value of KPIs? KPIs provide feedback, and feedback is the breakfast of champions. We need clever ways to learn about what we don't know. Okay, so what KPIs to measure? That's easy. Measure what is important. But how do I know what is important? We can apply sophisticated theoretical models to find the answer, like the balanced scorecard, performance prism, or results-based management. A simple, pragmatic, down-to-earth approach is the following. The steps in the KPI development process can include: review or create your strategic plan. The plan is about the strategic what for the organisation. The what should be consistent with the why of the organisation, the vision or leading image, and the how, the values that guide organisational behaviours. Secondly, review the customer perceptions of your service performance. Does it align with the strategic plan? Now, given involvement is critical in the ownership of developed KPIs, I suggest a workshop environment with relevant group of people, be they the senior managers or other groups. Conduct a review of what they see as critical to the success of the business, using the strategic plan and customer perceptions as inputs. Brainstorm the critical success factors of business success. These typically include outputs of business like customer and internal service levels and the costs incurred to provide that service level. Then each manager ranks each factor from most to least important. Then they rate current performance from their perspective out of 10, where 10 is best. Remember, perception is reality, so this is an important step in ensuring that all managers are reading from the same sheet of music, or rowing in the same direction, or are all committed to the current business plan. The challenge is then to change these perceptions into reality by sense checking each perception with reliable, accurate, timely performance data in the relevant area. Believable KPI data turns perception into reality. These perceptions are then aggregated and averaged, and factors are sorted by importance and current perception of performance reviewed. This will highlight current improvement opportunities. For example, for the top 5 most important factors, you may want performance to be 8 out of 10. If it is lower, then start the improvement focus there. The question is, how close to reality are these perceptions? This is where KPIs can play a role. The process to develop the KPIs follows the steps below. Now take the critical success factors developed and consider who and which functions or departments deliver each factor, or is it cross-functional? This addresses who should own the KPIs. Discuss and allocate responsibilities for each critical success factor. Remember, the aim of the process is how to measure business success. Developing KPIs for each critical success factor is a good starting point. This is the easy answer to what KPIs should exist in a business, those that measure the success or failure of each critical success factor. The workshop process is to brainstorm KPIs that could measure success of the critical success factor. When the brainstorming activity is complete, each CSF may have 5 to 10 suggested KPIs. Now select only 1 or 2 KPIs for each critical success factor and begin to measure performance. How close was the perception of performance to reality? For example, if the overall performance across the management team was an 8 out of 10, that may equate to performance at the 80% level. If average performance was 7 out of 10, then performance perceptions were overstated. Consider how these KPIs can be system generated and begin to enhance the management of the business. Another step is to create a KPI hierarchy with levels of KPIs. Level 1 is strategic and work down from there. For example, a level 1 KPI is the probability of a perfect order for a business with a physical product. This can be disaggregated into reason codes that can cascade down to level 4 KPIs. Now there's a need to review the level 1 KPIs identified with the elements of customer, financial, process and people as articulated in the balance scorecard process. Another sense check I use is to ask each person that if they were on holidays and wanted to extend their break, what KPIs would indicate that things are on track as planned at the office. KPIs need to be integrated across the business and aligned up and down the silos, from top managers to the shop floor. The KPI system should provide alignment for the organisation, no disconnects across or up and down the organisation. Another level of complexity with regard to KPIs is whether they are a leading or lagging KPI. Does the KPI look back or forward? An example, forecasting accuracy may indicate potential out of stocks in the future. High customer service KPIs may indicate achievement of increased revenues. In summary, KPI systems enable better business management and the pursuit of improvement, as well as process and KPI benchmarking. Thank you.